Hey, hey, happy Thursday, everybody. Today is Thursday, May 28th, 2020. I am Coach Bear, Coach Glenn the Bear, welcoming everyone to Road to Happy Destiny, RTHD. We are filming Season 3, Episode 19 of this series. We're coming to you from Casa 15 Hundo in Metairie, Louisiana. So right before the show here, I want to go ahead and make a quick announcement that I will make as well tomorrow. I think what we're going to do is tomorrow will be the end of Season 3 for RTHD, Road to Happy Destiny, and with our Episode 20. So that'll be a total of 60 episodes. Today is number 59 in 59 straight days. And I think we're going to take a little hiatus. And I'm going to try and see where else we can go with this show. So just want to make that announcement right now. And again, tomorrow I'll make the same announcement. So we've got today's show, we've got tomorrow's show, and then we'll have a little break. And I'll update you on Facebook and on YouTube if I can figure that out, where we're going to go with the show. So welcome to today's episode. Let's get started with the Serenity Prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference, living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardship as a pathway to peace, taking as Jesus did this sinful world as it is, not as I would have it, trusting that you will make all things right if I surrender to your will, so that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with you forever in the next. Amen. All right. Let's go into our thoughts for today from my cousin Jeb in Lafayette, Louisiana. And we got two for you today. Thought number one: everything has its wonders, even darkness and silence. And I learn whatever state I am in, therein to be content. Love that. Living for the moment. Okay? Enjoying one moment at a time. Living one day at a time, right? From our Serenity Prayer. You know, therein to be content. So be happy with today. Be happy where I am. That's how I take all this, okay? And I've made no secret about this philosophy of mine that I'm truly living right now. And that is one day at a time. And whatever the case may be, you know, like it says here in the thought, in darkness and in silence, whatever wonders it may be, whatever that moment is, okay, to be content in that moment, and to be content in that day. And I'm paraphrasing there. But, so yeah, I like that thought, stopped and it made me stop and think, right, about truly am I embracing this 24 hours a day, one day at a time mentality, which I am. And all I can do is speak for me, and it is working for me. All right, thought number two. Here we go. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Man, oh man, do I love this thought for today. The first thing that it made me ponder was this. You know, I talked a number of times in some previous episodes about a job that I had, a teaching and coaching position that I absolutely loved. Absolutely. Was there for over 12 years, 12 and a half, almost 13 years. And, you know, I've had a lot of issues getting over that. I really have throughout these past few years. And, you know, right when I read that thought for today, it made me just think how simple it is. All I need to do is smile because it happened, right? I had that over 12 years, at 12 and a half, almost 13 years. And I have a lot to be thankful for from that time. And, you know, I'm going to read the thought again for me so I can soak it in even further. Don't cry because it's over, which is what I've been doing for the past 2.5, 3 years. Smile because it happened. So, man, that thought really resonates with me, really rings true for me. And I've got to keep that in my mind, not only today, but each day going forward, because that's a great thought for how I can better cope with the situation, right? And what I've been working through the last couple of years to try and do just what that simple little sentence says right there. All right, so thank you, Cousin Jeb. Appreciate that for those thoughts. Let's go into our 24 hours a day book, our reflection and meditation. Our reflection for today. Today, I'll speak for me, I try to replace my fear and intolerance with faith, patience, love, and acceptance. And, you know, those virtues there, I have been working on for a while now, you know. And I have been trying to replace fear with faith, especially, right? We talked about that a lot on RTHD. Intolerance with patience, right? And so I have been trying to incorporate these virtues, these values in my everyday life, okay? Once again, those four are faith, patience, love, acceptance, okay? And, you know, I'm taking these in daily. I do this show to remind me of just that reflection right there. And I used the word I in there, and I said, look, this is for me. If it works for you, that's great. That's what I wanted to do. Work for all of us, right? Because we're all on this ride. We're all on this journey. If you're watching this Road to Happy Destiny, I assume you're with me, right? You with me? You riding? We riding? Well, I'm with you, homie. Well, that's what I hope. And I know I'm with you. I know I'm with you. All right, let's go into our meditation for today. I can take my greatest defeat or defeats, failure or failures, sickness or sicknesses, and use it as a means of helping others. What this says to me is this. Whatever my past is, okay, with my bumps in the road, my ups and downs that I've had, especially in these past 3 years, I can use the things that I have learned from them. And I have learned a lot. Haven't put everything into practice all the time. Okay, I have tools in my toolbox that I use a lot, and some I don't. But, you know, lately I have been using more and more of those tools, and it's been working for me. But through all that, you know, not only can I help myself to learn from my past, but by doing this show, I can possibly help somebody else by talking with people outside of this room, this Casa 15 Hundo studio, if you will. People outside in groups that I attend or just meetings that I have or whatever, I can be of help to share my experience, okay? And now that experience turning into more of a strength for me, and that experience and strength turning into greater hope for me and hope for others. So, boy, I really like today's thoughts. I really like the reflection. I really like the meditation. I hope they spoke to you as much as they spoke to me. And, hey, we're going to move on right now. Let's go ahead and get ready. Let's do it. Let's dive into action. Grab your handy-dandy into action notebook, your favorite utensil used for writing purposes. Open up to a brand spanking new page. And let's put down our 3 categories, our 3 columns, if you will, for into action today. Let's see what they are. Number 1, gratitude. What are you grateful for today? Number 2, positive attitude. How can you emit a positive attitude today? Not only within yourself, but flowing from yourself onto others. What can you put into action with a positive attitude today? And number 3, we've got smile about it, okay? Based on that last little thing that we read where the second thought for today, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened, okay? What can you smile about today as you reflect on things from your past that maybe you've cried about because it's over or been sad because it's over? What can you look back on it and really just take all the good from it and just enjoy today a smile about it, okay? And I've alluded to mine, so it's going to be no surprise when we get there. So go ahead and jot down your thoughts right now. Put them onto paper in your handy-dandy notebook for those 3 categories. And let me go ahead and share mine with you while you're writing. All right, gratitude. What am I grateful for today? I got to tell you this. I'm grateful for some potential job opportunities. You know, I have applied for the Jefferson Parish Recreation Department to be a part of that. And had some more paperwork to fill out yesterday and got that taken care of. So I'm excited about that prospect and where that may lead. I have a job interview in just a little bit here today that I'm going to go see how that goes. I've been talking to some other people about some potential things down the road. So what am I grateful for today? I'm grateful for opportunities that are starting to come to light for me. You're not there yet, okay? They're just opportunities. They're possibilities for me. But hey, I'm grateful for that. You know, I'm not sitting in the worry like we talked about worry yesterday, right? I'm not sitting in the worry about, oh, which one's going to work out and which one would be best. Hey, all I know is today I'm going somewhere in just a few shakes of a lamb's tail, and I'm going to see how that goes. And then we'll see how the rest of the day progresses. But gratitude for opportunities, very much so. All right, middle column for today, positive attitude. You know, I love this phrase, and I'm going to use it for me today, because how am I going to emit a positive attitude? Well, first of all, you can see right now I should be exuding a positive attitude because I am very positive about what I was just grateful for in my gratitude column, okay? But I love this phrase right here. It works if you work it, right? It works if you work it. Real simple phrase, all right? And positive attitude, I'm just going to keep working it. All right, I'm going to try and keep living in a positive attitude. And when something happens throughout the course of a day that brings me down a little bit, I'm going to do whatever I can use from my toolbox, okay, to overcome that moment, right, or those few moments, and jump right back into positive attitude. So that's been working for me for these past 59 straight days with 59 straight episodes of RTHD, Road to Happy Destiny with Coach Bear. But also for a couple of weeks prior to that. All right, so what am I going to do for this? I'm just going to keep working it because it works. It works if you work it, so I'm going to keep on working it, right? Keep on keeping on, as they say. All right, and then for the third one, what did I put down? Well, I alluded to it for a few moments ago, rather. What am I going to stop crying over and just smile about because of all the great, wonderful things and memories that I have in here and in here that I can bring to light in my mind right now and throughout the course of today, and just smile about it. Those many years that I spent at Christian Brothers School in City Park, New Orleans, Louisiana. CBS, home of the Falcons, baby. I went to school there and then had the honor and privilege of being able to teach and coach there. And, you know, I have a lot to smile about when it comes to memories from CBS as a student and as a member of the faculty and staff over there. So that's what I'm going to focus on today and from here on out, is just smiling about the good, okay, and wonderful memories that I have, and stop crying over it not being a part of my life anymore. Okay, so that's my into action for today. Hope your into action is being put down, and you are going to put that into action throughout the course of today and even beyond today. All right, let's now go into advice for me, for you possibly. You never know. All right, but advice for me. All right, and let's see what we have on tap for today. Oh, I like both of these. So, again, I'm going to use them as advice for me, but I liked them just to share with the RTHD crew, the RTHD nation, the RTHD world, if you will. All right, number one, our needs are always provided for. Our wants are seldom satisfied. You know, if you really break it down, if I really break it down, right, my needs are taken care of. You know, clearly I'm not going hungry, right? I have shelter, you know, I have transportation. I have a lot of needs that are being met, and for that I am grateful. You know, all of my wants, are they always satisfied? No, not always. You know, there's a lot of things. Look, I want this show to be gigantic. Is that going to happen? I don't know. I seriously doubt it, but I can hope, right? I can hope. But that's more of a want, right? Is that a need? Do I need for RTHD to become this big giant thing, this big giant entity? No, I don't. But do I want it? Yeah. So I read that this morning, and I thought, you know, I'm going to share that on the show because it makes a lot of sense to me. It speaks to me because my needs are met, okay? And, you know, I am grateful for that, and I don't overlook that. You know, do I have some wants out there? Sure, we all do. Okay, and they may come to fruition, they may not. We'll just wait and see. You know, for today, I've been talking about wanting a job. Well, I have some opportunities out there, and so I'm going to get to see today how one of them goes. So I like that as advice for me. Maybe it works for you as well. And the second piece of advice for me, it's not what isn't, but it's what you wish was that makes unhappiness, right? So those two kind of intertwine, don't they? You know, those two pieces of advice, you know, because if I look at the last part of this second piece of advice, that makes unhappiness. You know, if I dwell in all of that, you know, if I dwell in the wants versus the needs, and the needs are met but the wants aren't, and I just dwell and dwell and dwell and I live in that, right? Especially if I let that live rent-free in my head, right? If that's what I do with it, that is going to lead to unhappiness. So through this program, through these many episodes, it's clear that I'm trying to work on a road to happiness, right? Road to happy destiny, okay? And so I've got to take these pieces of advice to heart, and hopefully it speaks to you as well. All right, let's go into our final thought for today. Here we go. I like this. Don't count the days, but make the days count, right? Man, especially during this coronavirus, this COVID-19, this pandemic, this quarantine situation, right? You know, a lot of us, myself included, might have been counting the days. Wow, man, when is this going to be over? When is phase one coming? When is phase one going to be over? When's the next phase going to be over? Counting the days. But instead, I have been truly trying to, because, I mean, it's just human to count days. I get it. But trying to make the days count. And I have been practicing what I talk about on this show. You know, living for today. You know, living in this 24 hours. Making the day count, seizing the day, trying to win each and every day. And so, you know, I like that final thought because, hey, you know, it just says and reaffirms to me, make today count. Don't count today, make it count. All right, man, I hope you enjoyed the show today. Last little reminder that tomorrow will be our last show for a brief period. I don't know how long or where we're going to go with it, but tomorrow we'll be filming episode 60 in total, and so I'm excited about that. All right, go out and be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. Go out and be happy, joyous, and free in gratitude and into action. Have a great day. Have a lovely day on this fine Thursday. And I can't wait. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Love you.